Shalom, shalom. Lord willing, let me see. So shalom, shalom. You see the title of this lesson, the mindset of the elect, looking at the things which are seen. And this is inspired by a video off of the channel, the Hopeful Elect 3. So I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to the one true power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the outer apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well through the Spirit. A mighty shalom to the hopeful elect in the same Spirit, scattered four corners of the earth. Lord willing, as a whole, that you continue in sound doctrine and endure and be sincere. Shalom to the Akwaf, the sisters of this faith and this truth. Lord willing, you continue to pursue your lot, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, this edifying lesson through the power and the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So let's play this clip. I might be playing this clip multiple times, just so for those that's watch later, they can keep seeing it. So.
Nothing in this world will ever satisfy you. The food you eat, the decorations you buy, the money you make, it will literally never be enough. No matter what car you drive, no matter how new your car is, no matter what kind of house you live in, no matter how many times you mow your lawn, nothing ever lasts. It never provides lasting satisfaction ever. There's maybe temporary happiness, temporary satisfaction, but you will always be left wanting more eventually. You ever wonder why things don't last? Things break. You're hungry again. You want to have more fun. You want to laugh more. You have to make more money. You have to make more food. You have to clean again. You have to mow again. You have to buy a new car. Nothing lasts because nothing satisfies, because this world and everything in it is temporary. So you better start looking for something that outlasts this world, because we weren't made to find satisfaction in this world.
She was talking, for the elect's sake, all this is temporary. So let's get into these precepts. The first one, we're going to bring out what was actually on the screen. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 in verse 18. It says, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. And that right there hits it. So I'm going to read it real quick in the NLT. So we don't look at the troubles we can see now. Rather, we fix our gaze on things that cannot be seen. For the things we see now will soon be gone, but the things we cannot see will last forever. So what is your mindset? Somebody wrote on a video I did speaking about when Yahushua said the stars are going to fall from heaven. This man going to say Lucifer is the morning star. So is Lucifer a missile? A lot of people really think that this is a joke. Jake and you other nations, you truly think this is a joke. The wars that's going on, the things that happen with Ukraine and Russia, food, the dollar is losing its might. You know, it's a lot of strange things going on, you know. And what that lady said is a key. Everything on this side is temporary. So why are you getting attached to it, Jake? You know, and I keep thinking of that word, stoic. A lot of us will be butthurt. We lose our house, we lose our car, but a lot of us don't turn and call on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. So the elect are trained where to look. Paul is not speaking to the world. He is speaking to the elect who have been given spiritual vision. Spiritual vision is like having spiritual discernment. Let's actually go, Salaki. Let's actually go to 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 14. It says, but the natural man receive not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. Right? Everybody is not going to have that spiritual discernment. Everybody's not going to have that spiritual vision. We're going to read this same verse in the NLT. But people who aren't spiritual can't receive these truths from the Most High Spirit. It all sounds foolish to them. They can't understand it, for only those who are spiritual can understand what the Spirit means. We were not meant to live and have the abundance of prosperity on this side. It's truly with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. This is our punishment. Being in captivity, you not living in your land and you think you really living it up. You buying a little acre over here. I just bought me a house over here. Israelites, I don't care what you look like. The Israelites that are descendants of Jacob, that look like a speckled bird, look like Edomites, but they really Israelites. Your land is over there in the east. The land of Canaan, which was given to Abraham, Isaac, to Jacob, and the 12 tribes of Israel. We got kicked out because we wanted to commit sin. Jake, just because you could work a job, you could have a fast car, you think that you're free. You're not free. Just because you said that shit is stupid. Who cares? I bet you can't even give no understanding to Revelations, the 11th chapter, verse 10. So, the natural man focused on money, comfort, status, and survival in Babylon. The elect is focused on promises, prophecy, the kingdom, and deliverance, which is really salvation. So this is Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Okay? So that's what faith is, the substance of things hoped for. Things that you don't see, but you believe it's there. Right? I believe Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai has angels watching the righteous. And of course, he has angels on the left-hand side watching the wicked. You got angels bidding or having a council with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai on who's going to be able to persuade Donald Duck or persuade your cousin to go shoot up this person or do this and do that. Just because you don't see them, they're there. The elect mindset is thinking on things that they can't see. Let's get Romans chapter 8, verse 24. For we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why doeth he yet hope for? But if we hope for that we see not, then do we with patience wait for it? So with patience, are you waiting for it? No. The Lord, we supposed to be waiting on the Lord. While you waiting on the Lord, you're occupied. And while you being occupied on the business or the work of the Lord, You're actually being occupied to build yourself inwardly, your faith, your spirit, right? You, especially you men, you trying to build yourself to be a stoic. I mean, of course, it's all by Yahweh by Shem Shai to make you a stoic, because yes, we're in the flesh, okay? But if you really know what you actually working for, you're gonna be calling on Yahweh by Shem Shai to make you as a stoic. This is St. John, the 18th chapter, in verse 36. Yahweh Shai answered, my kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight, that I should not be delivered to the Jews? But now is my kingdom not from hence. Right? The kingdom, man, the Lord is about to change all of this. All of this is about to be changed. There's going to be things that never been seen on the earth that's going to be seen in the coming of Yahweh Shai, right? During the time of Yahweh Shai's taking the nation and establishing his kingdom, during the kingdom that's going to be here forever, ever, and ever. It's going to be things, especially you Israelites, that you have never seen before. Okay? So the elect do not move by what they see, but by what Yahweh said. And what is that? Everything that pertains to the scriptures. We believe over here. So temporary versus eternal thinking. Paul makes a clear distinction from what we just read in 2 Corinthians, the 4th chapter, verse 18. Seen is temporal, the things that you do see. The unseen is eternal. Okay? This world, which is in the hands of Esau, this is Esau's world, is designed to keep Israel, the Israelites, locked into short-term thinking. A week, a month, I'm about to make a vacation next week. They're not thinking long-term. An example of temporary: captivity, poverty, suffering, oppression, and flesh. Those are temporary or temporal thoughts. These are the examples of eternal. The crown, the kingdom, which is kingship, glory, rulership, and immortality. Are you in a rulership mindset? Are you in a salvation mindset? To have a rulership mindset is for you, having that thought or that prayer to Yahweh Shema Shai to fulfill his prophecies so that he can establish his kingdom on the earth. A rulership mindset. Because when Yahweh Shai is ruling, the men of the Lord is going to rule with him, be joint heirs. And the rest of the nation of Israel, you're going to be above all the nations. That's a rulership mindset. If you're thinking about, man, I can't wait till Esau fall. I can't wait till Yahweh Shai return. A salvation mindset where you're stayed on Yahweh Shai coming to deliver you from your enemies, four corners of the earth. Okay? Let's get this classic in 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to read these in the NLT. Let me see if I can get it. Okay. This is 1 John chapter 2, verse 15 in the NLT. Do not love this world nor the things it offers you. For when you love the world, you do not have the love of the Father in you. For the world offers only a craving for physical pleasure, a craving for everything we see, and pride in our achievements and possessions. These are not from the Father, but are from this world. And this world is fading away along with everything that people crave. But anyone who does what pleases the Most High will live forever. Each day, your stature is getting weaker. Like the more I get old, my bones is getting weaker. You got to take certain supplements to make your bones stronger. But this earth is getting old in this age in the hands of Esau. And even in this world, things are not moving to get better. It might seem like it, but everything is aiming for things to get worse. No kingdom lasts forever, and the Israelites ain't going to be in captivity for eternity. That's not happening. The Lord is not slack concerning his promises. Okay? So again, for the world offers only a craving of physical pleasure, which is temporary. It's a part-time feeling. Okay? The Lord knows our hearts and he knows our desires. Let's go to 2nd Ezra, chapter 7, in verse 26. Behold, the time shall come that these tokens which I have told thee shall come to pass, and the bride shall appear, and she coming forth shall be seen, that now is withdrawn from the earth. And whosoever is delivered from the foresaid evils shall see my wonders. For my son Yahushai shall be revealed with those that be with him, which in this time that Ezra is speaking will be in the time of like the apostles, the disciples, right? And other believers, and they that remain shall rejoice within 400 years. You can go to Luke, the 2nd chapter, starting at, I believe, at verse 25, when you see Simeon was about to go in the spirit world, but he said, man, let me see my salvation before I go into the spirit world, before he dies, before he goes into the grave. And he was able to circumcise Yahushai and actually hold salvation in his hand, which was Yahushua. He said that because of Yahushua got on the scene, because of him, it was going to be a rise and a fall of many in Israel, and many hearts are going to be revealed. In his time and in this time, hearts are being revealed. In his time, in this time, many shall rise and many shall fall in Israel, which the many that fall is the 2/3. And the many or few that rise would be the elect. Okay, so the elect endure now because they see beyond now. You know, the shit that we going through, like this work and all of that, a lot of us see past it. I work a 12-hour shift when I'm at work, 12 hours, bing, bing, boom, 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 boom. Then my mind is thinking, okay, you know what? I was just working. Hey, let me go do a lesson. And I still might clear my mind. Now, I'm popping in the gym. Yeah, the elect mind is stayed on the Lord. Even when they have moments where they mind wander or they doing this, the elect men, and I believe even some of you women too, desire for this kingdom to fall, man. I'm tired of seeing Jake in this condition. I'm tired of seeing Jake that don't care about Yahweh Shemel Shai. Brother, man, we do videos and you got some incompoops that get on a live and make dumb comments, but don't understand anything that's going on in the word. And you ask them, do you believe in the Heavenly Father and the Son? Oh, I do. And then you start telling them the name and all of this, and they make it as a joke. A lot of y'all really don't know what's going on. And then those that say that they in the truth, a lot of y'all don't know what you signed up for. Some people think they only signed up just to do the law. It's bigger than that. Yahushua was on the scene, and through the Spirit, he on the scene, because in order for you to come in this truth, you got to have the Rakak Wadash. That Rakak Wadash did not come on the men of Yahweh Shemal Shai because of the law. The Lord searched their heart and knew that they would believe. So let me go back to 2 Corinthians chapter 4, starting at 16 in the KJV. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Right? This these things, these afflictions is going to produce for us a glory that's vastly that outweigh the afflictions that we're dealing with. And this glory is going to last forever because it's coming with Yahweh Shai, a changed body. Yeah, y'all probably seen us do lessons on superpowers, getting changed. You're like, man, I seen like 3 of those videos. Guess what? Because this is on the mind of the elect. This flesh, you getting sick out of nowhere. You going to work, you touching the door handle, you still washing your hands and you get sick. You could be washing your hands, but your mouth open. You could be eating some food and then your fingers. There's no way around it. Then you got the chemtrails. You got the baby. Like it's an endless thought. Like, man, we gotta get out of here. You got to. Okay. Verse 18. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen, for the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. Right? A lot of us be thinking we living it up. We really don't. You truly don't even know what living is. You fully don't know what a vacation is, because it's filthy rich people that get on a vacation and they making money on a vacation. They'll take a vacation, which is 30 days, 6 months, and they don't got a hole in their bank account because they're making money daily. Jake, you're working to survive. You're working just to pay bills. You was not created in the earth just to be paying bills. You supposed to be ruling the earth. And you supposed to be the little Dr. Doolittle talking to the animals. You supposed to be giving orders. That's the whole point of a kingdom. Right now, we're in a king. Oh, America is the greatest country. America is a kingdom. Those that's ruling the earth is ruling the kingdom that's on the earth. America is the high mountain, Isaiah the 13th chapter, verse 2. And all nations feed off of America, from the entertainment, from sports, to food, to clothing. It's just a recycle over and over again. That's a kingdom. Okay? So, to the world, our affliction looks heavy. Brothers is teaching, talking about captivity all the dang time. And people like, man, they talking about captivity. Man, that happened a few years ago. Guess what? That was, you just heard a physical beating, being traded. Slavery didn't end. You know, you got finance, you slaves as through finance, education, right? Then let alone, now we're even becoming a slave to social media, where a woman is trying to find her boost or find something that can make her look even more pretty by watching another girl on social media, but then get jealous. Right? And then you seen a superstar. Then you seen this. Oh, I want to do this. I want to do that. You getting advertised. Like, look, you are in captivity still. You still paying taxes. Oh, no, that don't mean nothing. Then at the end of the year, you worked all those hours, and then income taxes come, and you might make, at the end of the year, 30,000, and then when it's done getting filed, you might be taking 13,000. You are still a slave. A lot of y'all look at slave just as getting beat with a whip and tied to a tree. That's not only slavery, okay? You had, what's his name? Joseph. He was a slave, but because of his talent and his wisdom and his dreams, that allowed him to move up on the ladder and become a governor. But he was still a servant. He was still looked less at, that's a Hebrew. He's not an Egyptian. The same in a Persian captivity, in a Greek captivity, in a Roman captivity. You got Jake that was sucking up to their rulers just to get a nice job, just like what we did in slavery. You had Jake that didn't want to be in the field. Hey, let me shoe shine. Let me spit shine some shoes. It's just Jake getting over, but you still a slave. Where is Jake at with their face on money? Then you can talk and say, oh, I'm not a slave, but it's no Jake. It's no Israelite that's known in the earth that you're an Israelite and your face is on money. We're slaves, man. You got the Israelite women using wigs and lace fronts that come from somebody else's hair, or a machine is making it. You got women that got lashes on, but then put on other lashes where if you using the real ones, it's rodent hair. If you got the real lashes, they are rodent hair. And if you got the fake one, they're plastic. But you already got lashes on your face. We unhappy with ourselves. Yeah, each captivity breaks you down where you don't even like your damn self, man. Every clothes that you buy is from those that rule over you. Jake, you can even have a business, but you still buying wholesale from your oppressors. I don't care if it's diamond, shoes, and clothes. Whatever where is you going to make your own fabric? Making your own, not your own shirt, your own fabric. Getting cotton, collecting it, and then processing it to create a shirt. No, you're not doing that. You're going wholesale. You're slaves, man. To the elect, it is light because it's temporary. Why is it light? Because we know what's in store. What Yahweh promised to Abraham, which was given to Isaac, then Jacob, and to his descendants. The elect is like, man, this is only for a moment. It do seem long because we in this flesh. But eventually, everything is about to change, let alone what's the biggest thing that happened on the earth. A lot of people don't even know. The Lord put the breath of life on the earth. All these other religions been here, but the real truth been only on the earth for 56 years. The Lord don't need all that time. The Lord is precise, and he does everything at his time. So just because of that breath of life came, it's already about to be a whole shift and change. It's just the Lord has to put everything in its rightful spot. And the elect is looking at things in face value. So let's get this. Romans, the 8th chapter, verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. Yes, you're going through something, brother. I know you, sis. I know you're going either through health, finance, something. You going through something. But guess what? All this shit is going to burn. If you're dealing with finance, something with health, something in the inner you, stop, drop, and roll and call on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. A lot of us want to master our problems by going to another human, or mastering it ourselves, or getting a damn pill, or going to the doctor, or trying to invest. When have you fully put your mind to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to truly get healed? A lot of us really didn't do that. Like, man, 2 weeks, I'm still feeling sick. I don't think the Lord answered me. Some of us not turning and be like, yo, I need to be anointed. You know what? After you get healed from being sick or some pain or a job, you lost your job or you get your job back. Hey, those are sometimes the signs to be like, you know what? Maybe let me fast. Let me fast from social media. Let me detox from social media. Let me not even worry about anything that pertains to social media. I don't care if it's Rails. Some of y'all really got to do that. Because being on the phone all day, you're just feeding your body radiation. Okay? This little suffering we going through is not compared to the glory we're about to receive in Yahushai. Don't let something hold you down. This is why a lot of men and even women cannot reflect another man by trying to be a stoic. You know? The second Ezra chapter 2 and verse 43. And in the midst of them, there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest. And upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marvel at greatly. Right? This is the end time prophecy of Yahushua crowning the elect, starting with the men of the Lord that stood so stiffly for his name by teaching his word, staying grounded. What you do now for Yahweh Shema Shai is more important than what you're doing to keep your life afloat. It's a natural thing to pay your bills. It's a natural thing to go get a job. But a lot of people is not making it a mandatory or a delight or something diligently, basically daily, putting or making Yahweh Shema Shai your main focus. You know, some of us give the bare minimum. This is why on this side, you're getting the bare minimum. And if some of y'all get afflicted and don't even know, it's the Lord. You know, one day you just good and dandy, and then you just get smacked. You lost all your brain. It's all the Lord. He's humbling. He's saying where your heart, where your mind is at. Okay? Let's get James. James 1:12. It says, blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which Yahweh Shema Shai have promised to them that love him. Guess what? Yahweh Shai was getting tried. He was going through his trial before he got his glory back. What did Yahweh Shai ask his father, man? What is that? St. John, the 17th chapter, in verse 6. He says, I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest them me, and they have kept thy word. Salaki. It's verse 5. It says, and now, O Father, glorify thou me with thy own self, with the glory which I had with thee before the world was. He's like, man, let me get that glory I had with you before the world was. I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest them me, and they have kept thy word. He said, man, look, yo, can I get that glory I had before? Man, I did this, I did what you asked me to do. Yahweh Shai had to take that burden of being in this damn flesh. He was ready to go. This not it. This not living. But he still had things he had to fulfill. He had to die on that cross. And after he finished his mission, he was given back that glory. And what did John the Revelator? He seen Yahweh Shai in his glorious state, in his glorified stature. Come on, man. The elect interpret pain through prophecy and not emotion. Okay? So the elect live like pilgrims. Pilgrims mean somebody looking for a holy land. Just like when you look at Abraham, when he fled from his, when the Lord told him to leave his family, his fathers and them, he went to looking for a land. And that land was Canaan, which he became a pilgrim on the earth. A pilgrim is someone looking for a holy land. A traveler looking for a holy land. Holy just means set apart. So the mindset of 2 Corinthians 4:18 produces detachment from Babylon. We work, but we are not invested. You know how many, like my brother, working at this job for 20 years and ain't got shit to show for. Especially if you paying mortgage and you doing this and doing that. I came to this job and I'm seeing people that's 40 to 60 years old coming back from retirement to work because they like, man, I can't even live off my retirement. It's like I ain't got no money. It's a dude at work. His knees is done. Soon as he bent down, that shit, you could tell it hurt. But he be busting it. He be really working. And this man came back from retirement. It's some old dude. Like this man, he gotta be like close to 70. This man coming to work and doing part-time. He not trying to work the full time, but he trying to work part-time to still be able to get income taxes and such and such. But being on this side, you gotta work. You gotta work until you dead. Okay? And they making money off of you when you dead. This shit is crazy. So we work, but we're not invested. We live here, but we don't belong here. We don't. Just because the Northern Kingdom came here first, really the whole earth was made for our sakes, the Israelites. 2nd Ezra 6:55. You got Jake fighting over a damn street. A street that don't even got your damn name. A street that you didn't even name. Jake, you go to a certain place, you can't wear a certain color. We're totally fucked up, man. You know, just imagine if the truth came out when we was getting beat. If the truth was coming out the level it is now, how we was getting beat, a lot of Jake was separate from a lot of these heathens. But the Lord set it up this way because it's only for the elect. Only for the elect. We suffer here, but we don't despair. Okay? We are suffering here, but we don't despair, let alone, Jake, you're not giving up because you know what's at the end of the tunnel. Hebrews 11, verse 13. These all died in faith, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them and embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth. Pilgrims is someone looking for a holy land. For they that say such things declare plainly that they seek a country. And truly, if they had been mindful of that country from whence they came out, they might have had opportunity to have returned. But now they desire a better country, that is in heavenly. Wherefore the Most High is not ashamed to be called their power, for he hath prepared for them a city. The Lord prepared Israel for Abraham and his descendants. Okay, just because, but Abraham was a Hebrew, you right. But because of that bloodline from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, through reincarnation, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is going to come back as Israelites, even though Isaac, through the power and the spirit of Yahweh Shemashai, that's Yahweh Shai. Your spirit always kept coming back down to the earth. 2nd Ezra 14, verse 35. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. History merely repeats itself. Your spirit comes back down into another vessel, another flesh. From 3 to 4 generations. And you live out your judgment. You go to the Father, you're at rest. Your judgment is set. And when you come back on earth, you live out your judgment. Let's get this. Philippians chapter 3, verse 20. For our conversation is in heaven, from whence also we look for the Savior, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai HaMashiach. So these conversations is in heaven. These lessons is in heaven. Okay? Let's get Jeremiah 29:11. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, saith Yahweh, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Right? In the NLT it says to give you a future and a hope. That's why in Yahweh Shem El Shai, you must believe in him and get the understanding. Hear the end time prophecies. Hear the breakdowns of what the kingdom is going to be like. You know, I'm constantly meditating on being able to control metal, man. Us over here, we think about spiritual powers. We're not thinking about prosperity in Babylon, but that unexpected end, that expected end. So the elect are mentally already departed, right? Because what it's saying, Micah 2 and 10, come out of her, this is not your rest. Then you got Revelation 18 and 4, you know, come out of her, don't take part of her sins or her plagues, right? Spiritually, mentally, and when Yahweh shall return, we're physically coming out of here. That's why everything you do spiritually in your faith is going to lead you to physically getting out of here. Why the world cannot understand the elect? The world mocks and doubt and misunderstands this mindset because they only see what is visible. You're like you're a baby, man. Okay, so we already brought it out earlier. 1 Corinthians 2:14. Natural men receive not the things of the spirit because they're not spiritual. I can't make no family member. I can't make no friend. I can't make y'all spiritual. You know, the Lord got to be dealing with you to make you have a thought or have a craving of spiritual things. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 5 in verse 7. For we walk by faith and not by sight. When you look at Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1 to 5. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1 to 5. The righteous standing boldly while the wicked are amazed. You know, I desire that. I want to see the look on their face. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. Which through the Spirit, the men of the Lord is doing that now, but it's going to keep on growing. You got other men coming in. You got women. You got children coming in this faith. It says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. It shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, which we're headed to in the coming of Yahushua, so far beyond all that they look for. And they, repenting and groaning of anguish of the spirit, shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision in a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. And it's going to be a lot of you, Jake, and you other nations that's going to have that thought. We thought these people their life was madness. You know, you thought we was fools. You thought we was crazy. How is it he numbered among the children of the Most High, and his lot is among the saints? And the saints is the Israelites, which is really the elect of the Israelites. Okay, so when judgment comes, the same people who mock will realize we saw something they didn't. I want to be one of the ones that's seeing the stuff that y'all can't see. You know? I want to be the ones, like sometimes, like your baby can see a spirit and you can't see it, or even the dogs. I want to be one of the ones that can see what y'all can't see. I don't want to be like y'all, man. I want to get the hell up out of here. So this is a daily mindset, 2 Corinthians 4:18. Don't panic at world events. Don't worship success in Babylon. This is what's promoted to you every day. Success. Don't measure life by comfort, because you could be too comfortable and get caught off guard. Don't quit when you're under pressure. And when you're under pressure every day, when you got to wake up at 6 in the morning to go to work, or wake up 6 in the morning to go take your kids to school. Now, it might be too cold. You're like, you know what? I'm going to have to drive. You got to warm up your car. You don't got no servant to go warm up your damn car. Then you going to get this bread, and you like, man, I'm working. And you look at your check. It don't even look like you working. It look like you working for free. The money is not adding up. Okay? Some of us might be doing doubles. We might be working overtime, and the check still is not adding up. But guess what? Don't quit under pressure, because all these things is to toughen you up. Instead, what do the elect do? They endure, they watch, they teach, suffer with purpose, hope in Yahushua, right? Because if you suffering with purpose, you have your mind and your spirit aimed on the target. And the target is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. The target is that crown. The target is that everlasting life. The target is that glorified body. Okay? That no man or woman can give you except for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So this is Luke. Salaki. This is Luke chapter 21 and verse 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. What is this talking about? Go outside and look. The same way in Acts chapter 1, when they were looking up and they seen Yahushai, the Son of the Most High, get beamed up, the two angels said, man, what y'all looking up, man? Y'all all amazed. Man, the same way he left, he gonna come back. You looking up because you know your salvation is coming from above. Oh, man, y'all believe that it's a visible man and somebody, yeah, he just making himself visible where you can't see him, let alone he's all the way in the fourth dimension. If the Lord wanted to pop up and just show, he can. But who are we to do that? Let alone in the script. The Lord is all about when you act, you act. You don't add no extra stuff. Now the Lord can do that, but the story, he's following the script. Come on, man. We all got a script, and Yahweh got his own script. He not trying to do this to impress you. Oh, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I can see now I got their attention, but, you know, they not true believers. But if I do this, they might believe. Man, the Lord not doing it because it's really a test. All of this is a test. Revelations 14 and 12. Here's the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High in the faith of Yahushai. You have to maintain your faith. And you have to be patient in the Lord. Basically, endure. Endure your situation. Endure your persecution. Endure whatever lots you have. Okay? Somebody else might be going through something else mentally, physically, whatever it is. And then you might be going through that. But guess what? You're going through it. And what you going to do while you're going through it? Call on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Even when we look at Isaiah 33 and 6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. Right now is the stability of our time. Right now. Because when shit hit the fan, you going to wish you coulda, shoulda, woulda paid attention. Because when all hell break loose, again, wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability of thy time. So again, 2 Corinthians 4 and 18 is the mental weapon of the elect. The things that you see are temporal, and the things that you don't see are eternal. Okay? We don't ignore reality. We interpret reality with prophecy. Okay? When we see the love of many waxing cold, we go, scriptures. We see seducers and those being deceived. Those are of the Lord. We see false teachers. We see righteous teachers. It brings you back to the scriptures, everything. When we look at sports, basketball, football, soccer, all of these things, that goes back to the Greeks. It goes back to Rome. We're in the same cycle again. What is seen is fading away, and what is unseen is coming. What is seen is fading away, and what we don't see is coming. Okay? Because heaven and earth, which this can pass away, but the words of Yahweh Shema Shai is going to be here forever. It's going to be here forever. But while you living on this earth as a human, as a peon, you know, it's fading away. We're fading away. The more you get older, your body is not moving the same. Your aches is different because you're getting older. You know, and guess what? You go to 2nd Ezra, the 5th chapter, starting at verse 50. Before we used to make it to 80, everybody used to damn near make it to 80 if they didn't have no drugs. But now We're not even, some of us wasn't, it was a certain time, Jake wasn't even making it to 20, 25, 35, 40, 50, 60. Who knows if you're going to make it to 45? Who knows you're going to make it to 50? I'm talking to you men and you women. When the Lord clicked that clock, he clicks it. Or you get hit with a sickness. So the things that you see is fading away. The things that you don't see is coming. Right? It's TV shows. They getting freaking old. Yo, this is how you know this place fading away. They're remaking old movies. Like right now, they about to make a new Michael Jackson movie. The old one was hit. But now they're making a new one because even more, you got to think bigger. They making a new one because they're going to make money. How long Michael Jackson been dead? Everybody still love Michael. Oh, this is a great time. And it's going to be one of the most, they put so much money in it. And they're betting that they're going to make their money back plus more because it's Michael Jackson. They're remaking movies. They did this Ghostbusters. They should have ended that with the old one. They just made a new one. Annie, the Orphan, Matilda. They just making old joints and then bring them back new again. Beetlejuice. They ain't got nothing to do. Let's just make that old movie again, and let's just add some new characters to it. This place is fading away. This place is fading away. Okay? The elect don't just survive captivity, they outthink it. That's a lesson, man. The elect don't just survive captivity, they outthink it. We outthinking it by the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Shai. We're living outside the box. I know I got to go to work, but while I'm going to work, I got to be thinking of a lesson. And if I'm not going to do a lesson, let me actually get edified. Then when I get a break, you know what? Let me go read. On my time off, let me go read. Let me sharpen up my sword. Because when I'm around families and friends, I'm going to have this. I want to have this in my arsenal. Okay? You got a vacation. Throughout that whole vacation, you was doing lessons. Yes, you taking care of the family, but the elect stay, they keep their mind on the Lord. This is not time to feel good. This is not time to be comfortable. This is time to desire the things that you don't see. You know, Jake, I know y'all all wish y'all was rich. I don't want this riches on this side. I had that thought, but on this side, it comes with stipulations. Jake want to get rich, they got to give up that butt. Or they got to do something strange. And then if you is rich and you don't got to do none of that, you start removing your time away from your Yahweh Shem Shai. Fuck it, man. I'd rather be low. You know, living check to check, living every other check, trying to save, and then by the time you feel good that you save, you got to spend it because of a bill, or you got to spend it because of this. This is not living. We're out thinking this thing because everything we do on this side is to build discipline, to build character. Okay? Shit come your way and it's like, oh man, I lost this. Instead of getting angry and all of this, guess what? All of this is going to be destroyed. It helps you to try to create or mold yourself into being a stoic. So again, what is seen is fading and what is unseen is coming. The elect don't just survive captivity, they outthink it. Ask yourself, are you outthinking this captivity? Are you outthinking this captivity? Right? Let me get this. What was it? St. John chapter 8, verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Guess what? When it comes to being martyred for this truth, you have been set free. Because there's nothing on this side that should be holding you to continue to live your life. Is you going to take the charagma or you going to die? You are free now because now you got the truth. The truth is Yahweh Shai. The truth is this word that's washing us down. Hey, worship this image. You worship this image, I'll make you a friend. You'll be the best friend of Donald Duck. But then you thinking of the Lord. Hell no, I'm not doing that. Man, I already been doing everything that y'all wanted me to do in this society to work here. You know, all you Jake been paying your rent on time. Why your rent never went down? You pay your car insurance all them damn times, no car accident, and your insurance never went down. They making hella money off of every last one of us, man. You're free now. So anything coming your way, anybody trying to move you from your position on serving the Lord, or have you, hey, don't confess the name of the Lord. You might have a family friend that know, hey, yo, you've been doing good for real long. Hey, it's okay if you smoke a little a blunt with a little bit of crack in it. It's okay. You know, you can go right back and repent. No. The more you grow into the Lord, there's going to be more things that's going to target you. Even your mind, you allow your mind to wander. You had a plug of the mind, and it will have your ass doing this thing or that, or you bringing jealousy in your household. Envy. Oh, I'm envying this person. That's a damn demon, man. Okay? We got to overcome this thing by the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shema Shai and playing our role. Soon as you trying to overpower a sister in this thing, if a brother trying to overpower a brother, that's going off, man. Play your role and keep your mind on the prize that you can't see. Keep your mind on the prize that you can't see, because things is unraveling. You don't want to be one of the ones that is unraveling. In a minute, you're going to be like Saul. The Spirit of the Lord is going to be removed from you, and you're going to have an evil spirit. And guess what? Just because he did that, watch, the Lord might make your relationship bad. That a man might not want to deal with you. Hey, even for the brothers, you know, you might fall off, and then your wife is always arguing about some of this and this and this and that. It's brothers just letting women go and not even building with them, because eventually it's really the Lord removing you from the truth, moving you from anything that can bring light, anything that can bring stability. Okay? A lot of us is too consumed with this freaking world, man. Let me go back to that 1 John, and we're about to close. 1 John 2 in verse 16 in NLT. For the world offers only a craving for physical pleasure, a craving for everything we see, and pride in our achievements and possessions. These are not from the Father, but from the world. You know, you got to keep it in your mind. Stay the hell away from that mindset. Keep that away from you. Pleasures of the world or cravings. And you know, it's a simple thing. A lot of us have cravings of things in the world so much that eventually, even if it's not harmful, sometimes it pollutes your mind. And it makes you because you got some women and some men, you do certain things and now you get a freaking relief. And then like an hour or a day or 2 days or a week later, you lashing out again. So then a man got to spend all this bread. Hey, yo, let's go out of town. Hey, let's go here, just to make you feel comfortable. That means that you get off. You feel a relief when you do something that's pleasurable in the world. You don't want to have that mindset. Okay? There's a lot of us that can't let loose when it comes to hearing the word. They be like, it's not enough. It's not enough. This is why a lot of things that I do for myself, I want to do spontaneously. I don't want to have it scheduled or have it planned. And then I go do it when it's planned, and then something happen. And then you being in the flesh, you start having an attitude. No, because if it's more spontaneous, it's literally unexpected. And I'm not trying to have it as a continuation. I'm not, oh, okay, this week we went here. Okay, let's go there again. And no, I don't want to do all of that. Let alone funds is not all that peachy because in this side, mostly a lot of things you got to spend money. Again, for the world offers only a craving of physical pleasure. Find yourself and sit there and look at all the things you like to do that brings physical pleasure. Don't lie to yourself. Don't cheat yourself. You know it's things that you want to do that brings physical pleasure. Okay? A craving of everything we see. A lot of things we all do is from things that we see, and it's a physical craving. And pride in our achievements and possessions, right? I want this car. I want that car. And that's even me too. You cannot hold this over Yahweh Shem Shai, let alone even outside of Yahweh Shem Shai. You can't even hold it to a certain level, because when you too attached to it, when you got to give up this car, you got to give up that mansion that you bought, that's when you're going to find out and know, is you willing to give it all up for Yahweh Shem Shai. That goes to when Yahweh Shai told the rich man, when he said, oh, he keep the law, he keep the commandments. He said, okay, so everything you have and give it to the poor. And he drifted away. He drifted away. You know, a lot of us, because we're humans, we can get attached to certain things. The Lord didn't set us down here to do that. You don't got no servants, no land. This is a miserable captivity, and everything your oppressors give you is something that's artificial, something that's temporary. You know, you get a new car, you driving down the street, you hit a pothole, now it's a flat, the rim broke, or the springs, or the brakes. You keep fixing it, and then the more you drive it, it's wearing out. The house might have holes, and you asking the landlord of maintenance to fix holes that they're supposed to fix, and years went past, they didn't fix the damn holes. Just like what this girl said. So let's close out with this video.
Nothing in this world will ever satisfy you. The food you eat, the decorations you buy, the money you make, it will literally never be enough. No matter what car you drive, no matter how new your car is, no matter what kind of house you live in, no matter how many times you mow your lawn, nothing ever lasts. It never provides lasting satisfaction ever. There's maybe temporary happiness, temporary satisfaction, but you will always be left wanting more eventually. You ever wonder why things don't last? Things break. You're hungry again. You want to have more fun. You want to laugh more. You have to make more money. You have to make more food. You have to clean again. You have to mow again. You have to buy a new car. Nothing lasts because nothing satisfies, because this world and everything in it is temporary. So you better start looking for something that outlasts this world, because we weren't made to find satisfaction in this world.
Whew. And that's true. So I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, by Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well through the Spirit. And a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect in the same Spirit, Lord willing as a whole, those that are scattered four corners of the earth, that you continue in sound doctrine. Shalom to the Akwaf, the sister of his faith and his truth. Lord willing that you continue to pursue your lot, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson through the power and the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Again, the mindset of the elect. The mindset of the elect. Look not at the things which are seen, but have your mind on the things that are unseen. Shalom, shalom. Habab, babal.